Are you trying to figure out how to get your own Celestial Pulse merch? Do not fret longer. Type in redbubble.com/people/Vesenia designs, and there you can have all the shirts that I produce. You can go ahead and get tote bags and everything else. So for more information, you can click the link down below and figure out what shirt you want, or tote bag, case, whatever you want. Hey guys, it's Vess and welcome back. Welcome back to a video. This video I'm going to talk about basically artists that I talked to, just their idea of a Celestial Pulse, and also talk about my ideas for Celestial Pulse, what I'm thinking about doing, and if I'm taking anything into consideration. So yeah guys, Celestial Pulse, everybody knows issue 1 and 2 is out. I got issue 1 and 2 here. These are out. They're doing really good. They sold out. I have 50 books of each. Right now I have 2 more issues left, and then on top of that I got 4 leftovers of these. So it did really good. Sold out, almost sold out. So it was kind of good to see my babies leave me, and people enjoy them and ask for the next book. So I went to All Americana. Everybody knows I went there. That was in last episode, and I was just talking about artists, and I was basically supporting them and stuff like that, because I believe that any indie comic themselves should support another indie comic, because how can you want support if you don't support? You know what I'm saying? So I support any artist. I always make sure that I talk to them, build a friendship and everything. There was a couple of people that I showed my work to, and the reason why was because I connected with them, and they was like, oh, you connected with me, like you must be a creator. I'm like, yeah. So I was handing these guys out. These is basically my Celestial Pulse information cards. It has my information in the back, like where you can see it, my Patreon and all that. So I basically show these out to everybody, and I hand them out to like random people who like anime and manga, and they fall in love with this automatically because of Vincent. Like they're like, oh, this guy's hot. So yeah, everybody loves these cards, and most of the artists that seen it was like, oh, you should be out here in the convention. And I told them, I'm here to check everything out. Is not a definite. I'm trying to finish book 3. So they're like, book 3. I'm like, yeah. So I show them this one, because this one is the one that I actually put in a raffle for somebody to win. And they was like, oh, like this is kind of hefty. And I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, this book can be 2. And I'm like, 2 books? Like 2 books? You lying. So there was like, yeah, a regular comic is basically 20 pages. How many pages are in here? And I said almost 48, maybe 40. It depends on where the story is leading to. I always cut it off at a good point, They say, well, yeah, you need to cut that you need to cut that again, because comic books are usually 20 to 25 pages, or maybe less than that. And I'm like, what? You lying? So they showed me their comic books. I noticed it from the comics. The previous comics that I showed you, I noticed it. I'm going to use Plume as a reference, but if you compare these 2 together, they look the same. Oh yeah, that's a comic and that's a comic. But if you turn it to the side, you can see how thick it is compared. Like Plume is very much thinner than mine, and I kind of was like, wow, I didn't think that was like that. So at first when I came home, I didn't think about it. Justin was like, I think it's a good idea, Vess, because your book is pretty thick. And I remember Webtoons, because I put Celestial Pulse Part 1, I put that up on Webtoons into past, and somebody had told me, like a couple of people told me, that was really a lot, that was a lot, and I loved it, and it was good, I want to continue reading it. But the part that they said that it was a lot, it wasn't a bad a lot, it was a point of I'm giving a lot of information that I could have cut. So it was cool, you know. I didn't think much of it. I was like, nah, Justin, I don't think I want to do that to my fans. Like, I was thinking about you guys. I was like, no, I don't want to do it. No, I don't want to hear it. So, you know, I just didn't want to hear it. And then not so long ago, I went ahead, I picked up the Celestial Post Part 1, and I picked up a regular old comic, and I was like, yeah, it's pretty thick. So, I went ahead, I was like, okay, it's pretty thick. Wow. When I was looking at my part 3, I was looking at the pages. I seen that there was a lot of pages, but I was like, I can't cut this in half. There's so little bit of pages. I wasn't thinking about the physical. I was thinking about the digital. And the thing is, when I thought that way, I kind of like shunned everybody because I was like, no, I don't think I want to do that. But then when I picked up the books physically, I was like, oh yeah, it has to be done. I noticed that in part 2, part 1, it could have got cut off here. And for those who read Celestial Post Part 1, they will know that, oh crap, what happens here? And when they turn to the next side, because you guys seen this already, you see that this got deflected. Now, if this was only book 1, you guys would have been hooked already because of the boom. And this is the thing I want to talk about with manga in the making. I want to talk about pacing. So this is going to help me with pasting and actually explaining to you guys what pasting is and why it should be done. So yeah, this could have been an ending point for Celestial Post Part 1, and everybody would have been satisfied. Now, I'm stuck with a book that has 2 books in one. So, issue 1 is actually issue 1 and 2, and issue 2 is actually issue 3 and 4. And the next issue that I'm creating, I have 40 pages, guys. That is actually book 5 and 6. So, yeah, I'm actually holding you guys with years of work like this, and it's kind of is not frustrating to me because I do love to give you guys a lot hefty enough, but I'm not producing it fast enough for you guys to continue on being interested. And the thing is, I want to continue on doing that. Like, I finish a book like this in a year, so imagine if I can do half a book. That's 2 books in a year. So that's a good idea. So I was talking to my husband. I was thinking about splitting up the books. I did talk to my patrons about it. I love you guys, man. At the end, I'm going to shout you guys out. But I love my patrons because I actually talked to my patrons on this behalf. Only one replied to me, but he made a lot of sense. He said if the book has a good ending point, then go ahead and cut it. Sorry for this dog, guys. My neighbor got a dog, and I don't know when he got this dog, but this dog is really irking me. Dog been here only a couple of days and it just barks. I'm so sorry for that. I'm so sorry. Like, literally sorry for that. And the rent. So yeah, guys, 2 books in one. I could have been doing a lot more, and I could have been showing you guys this. It could have been extra books, but this is my first time. And again, guys, this is why I want to this is why I tell you about my journeys, because this hefty book is now going to be cut down to something like this, and that's what we want. We want to have, you know, a little bit, you know, cut off so that every 6 months, hopefully, God willing, you'll be able to get a book. I could do 2 books in a year, guys. So this is definitely something that is been through my thoughts and something that I'm going to consider. I'm sorry that I didn't consider it for those who have said it. But yeah, my patrons, they're awesome. They let me know that, hey, if it's going to conflict with the story where you're mid-sentence, don't do it. But if you know that you can have a cutoff, then definitely do it, you know, because it'll be perfect, you know. So definitely something I'm going to be thinking about. I'm thinking about hosting a contest, and those winners, like, I'm going to do book 1 and book 2, and I'm going to say the covers of book 2 and 4. Or yeah, 2 and 4, and basically do alternative covers where they can produce the covers and actually be the ones to win that prize. Like, oh, your art is on book 1, and you know, your art is there, you know. So definitely something to think about. I think this is a perfect time to do it also because it's so fresh into the book. So It'll be beautiful to have it that way, and on top of that, it'll be more cost efficient. The prices will go down, and the simple fact is a little bit less pages and it's more affordable for you guys. So that's what I'm thinking about, and I'm really going to take into consideration, because not only do I want to have low prices for you guys, I also want to have the book come out as much as it can during the year, so that you guys will keep being interested, keep wanting it, you know, and you know, the readership doesn't go down, it continues to go up. Because right now it's slowly going up, and the reason why it's slowly going up, because I continuously mention it, but it will go up constantly, and the simple fact is I will be releasing faster, and there'll be 20 pages. So definitely something that I'm thinking about. So yeah, if you have any comments below and you have any feelings, let me know in the bottom of what you feel about Celestial Post being cut in half. It's perfect timing for it, I think. Another thing that I wanted to do with Celestial Post is, after I cut these up and I have my 6 books laying out, people is gonna come. People's gonna be like, yeah, this girl is serious, and I am serious, guys. I work hard. So I'm thinking about doing some conventions around town. Like there's some called TechCo, SteelCon, Americon. Definitely I'm doing Americon next year. There's another one. They told me to do an anime convention because they said I will thrive there. They said these characters are too sexy to too sexy to pull up. Like, they'll be like, girls will throw your money at you. I was like, what? Are you serious? No, I'm not here for that. I'm here for the story. I want people to read my story. But they said anime people are loyal to anime, so they would definitely want to pick this up, because just because your characters, they have something about them. I have people who don't read comics be like, yo, this is good. So definitely something to look at for upcoming conventions and stuff like that. There's another one that's in Pittsburgh to do, but I'm still researching on these different ones, and also the friends that I did make back in Americon. I'm going to continue talking to them and seeing which other conventions I can do. I'm thinking about doing some one-day cons, because I have my kid brothers and sisters with me now. You know, they're going to be with me for some time, so I want to be sure that I can do these conventions and not be held up so much that I can't take care of them, obviously. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about doing for Celestial Post. So more conventions, cut the books in half, and then also I'm still thinking about if I want to put it on webtoons, like every book that comes out, put it on webtoons. So that's another thing. One of my patrons was totally against it. They felt that it shouldn't go out for free because it's not a book that's like worthy to be, it's like you have to pay for it because it's good. But at the same time, it's like I've seen Plume do it, like being that I'm using Plume as a reference. Let me get that book real quick. I'm using Plume as a reference. She puts out her stuff online and she makes a lot of money printing wise. She does wizard cons, she does all these different cons, and she's making money on it. And on top of that, when she does her Kickstarters are fully funded and more, because her stuff is out there, you know what I'm saying? And she every day she puts out a page, or every week she puts out a page. And I was doing that at first. Every week I was putting out a page. I was getting a lot of viewership. So it's something that I'm also considering, you know. Should every time I put out an issue, put the previous issue to that out for the people who haven't read, you know, Celestial Post, just to get, you know, hook on readership and stuff like that. I know a lot of people want free because they feel that things should be free, but this is something I'm trying to make into a living. Artist's job is not easy. So yeah, definitely something that I want to do. I'm thinking about doing. Again, I talked to my patrons about this. My patrons give me a lot of good information. My other patron, he was totally for it. He's like, yes, Vess, you need to put these out and sell the prints at the same time. So, you know, I have patrons that's against it and I have patrons that's not against it. And they go back and forth and they give me good ideas of why I should and why I shouldn't. So it gives me a lot of pros and cons. And I thank them daily for that. If you guys want to become a patron, I'm going to have the link down below. The link is below. It's always below on every single video. I tell them all the time, $1 is good for me. I don't ask for more. I do have tiers if you want to do more. I have a $5 tier and I have a $10 tier. So the first tier is the dollar tier. That one is you know, a thank you, and you be part of not brainstorming, but a part of thoughts, a part of voting on stuff, and a part of little things that I do for the Patreons. The fifth one is brainstorming, sketches, everything. Books, you know, I do my brainstorming on my books. I let them know about that. And then for my $10 ones, they get that plus they get books, like physical books. And they also get early bird special, which has the bubbles, and they can read it. The $5 ones don't get the bubbles. So yeah, that's basically my thoughts on what I'm doing with Patreon. And if you want to be a Patreon, that's something you can do. Your own free will, you know, hashtag shameless plug in, right? That's what I'm doing for Social Pulse. So yeah, guys, if you want to be part of that, just give me some information. I think my Patreon is a lot. I'm gonna put the name here. The names of the people that's there. Is a little bit of you guys, but I love you guys to death. You guys help me with every single thing, making decisions, giving me thoughts, trying to, you know, try to push Social Pulse. Everything is in the, you guys help me with that, to push that, and I thank you guys daily. And some of you just, you know, you do it for me, and I thank you for that also. You know, I consider you guys family. I consider my YouTubers family, everybody family who helped me. So definitely love you guys to death. Thank all my posts and everything. So yeah, guys, if you like this video, hit that like, and if you have any comments on, oh Bess, I don't think it should be cut in half, or I think it should be cut in half, anything that you think, or you know, let me know below. I will read it. I will let you know my thoughts on it. Again, guys, if you're here, you're new, you're like, yo, Bess, I like what you do, and you got manga, what, girl? You go ahead and you hit that subscribe and become one of our pulses, and you be my family member, you hang out with us. And also, we stream on Fridays, every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have fun there, we talk, we make new friends, because new people come in all the time. Love the people that love you guys, because you guys always interact with them. So definitely be part of that. And also, thank you for watching, sharing, telling a friend, and helping a friend. Thank you very much. Bye bye, guys.